Welcome to Journeyscapes with Ludy as we journey together towards self-awareness, self-discovery, self-healing, self-care, and self-love to find meaningful connections towards ourselves, towards others, and towards our source, our God. This is episode 8 as we delve into a very delicious topic, and that is dating. You know what? Dating is an integral part of my inner journey. And you might wonder why and how. And that's the reason you should stay tuned to us as I have a very lovely guest for today as we delve into dating. I'd like to welcome Coach Kristine De Guzman-Deer. Grabe kataas. Oh, bago lang siya nahikot.
Yes, just recently got married.
Welcome to
Few
Journeyscapes
months. Yeah.
with Ludy, Coach Kristine.
Thank you so much, Journeyscapes and Miss Ludy, for having me. I'm very excited to share meaningful conversations with you about dating, love, relationships, and everything in between.
Okay. But Coach Kristine, before we delve into that, please help me indulge in acknowledging our valuable sponsors for having this episode, for the possibility of this episode. Of course, we have Bagong Pilipinas Studios, Visayas, for the new home of Journeyscapes with Ludy. United Neon Advertising for the amazing Journeyscapes LED billboard ad in Escario. Venus and Mars Natural Skincare where timeless wellness begins. Aura Beauty Studio treatment for a glowing me. David Salon Central Bloc Ayala bringing out the best in me. Iya by Dawata Yoga Studio in El Dorado Subdivision Manila is now ready to receive. The Wardrobe Boutique at City Times Square, Mactan for my fabulous outfit. Shan's Collection high-end fashion jewelry for my jewelry. Dahlia Chocolates at Atelier Amelie, handcrafted brownies made from the finest ingredients. Pukot Kitchen, catch the Pukot flavor, love the moment. Manabox healthy meals of salad, spring rolls, and more. Dubby's Ultimate Burger. Tom and Tom's Coffee at City Times Square, Mactan. EasyTravel and tours for refined journeys, seamless moments. Miguu Expedition for the ultimate safari experience. Class and Business Solution for reliable accounting systems. Dive and Cleanup Club special mention to Raymond, Kirby, Jhay, Olmedo, and Karl Olmedo. Giovanni's Yenes for our special photography. Now back to our lovely guest today, Miss Julie Kristine De Guzman-Deer. Okay, how are you feeling today?
Oh, today
Coach
I'm
Kristine.
just so excited. I'm just so excited, really and truly.
Okay, Coach Kristine, a dating coach, to be labeled as dating coach, relationship coach, actually it's not very common.
Yeah, in
So
the
can
Philippines.
you also give us a background? What exactly do you do?
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing that up because in fact it's not common, especially in the local setting. No? As a dating and relationship coach, my goal really is to help people define the love life that they want.
Now I'm thinking, what is that love that I want? Oh,
Yes,
no, I'm just
becau-
kidding. I know now. But before I started my inner journey, I was really confused. Please go ahead.
Yes, and you're not alone in this journey. I also went through series of heartbreaks, which we will, of course, discuss later. But as a dating coach, I will help you define what really is your vision for your relationship and your love, and I will help you get there. Now, dating and relationship coaching is, of course, it should not be how do you call it? It's not therapy. It's not counseling. Coaching merely focuses on a specific goal that you have.
Oh, so
Yes.
if one is getting a dating coach, it doesn't necessarily mean that that person is into, having a therapy.
It can be complementary actually.
Ah,
Because
okay.
in therapy, you deal with mental conditions, but for coaching, it's really a good balance between it. Because if you have a very specific dimension in your life that you want to develop or to improve on, then coaching is for you. So for example, the very common coaching in the Philippines is fitness coach. Right?
Yes.
And for fitness coach, you have a very specific goal. In 3 months, 1 year, 3 years. It's the same thing with dating and relationship coaching. If you want, in 3 months, you want to be ready for dating, then I can help you get there. If in 1 year, 3 years, what's your vision?
my
And we'll
God.
work on it together.
Oh, is it possible to have it in a month time? Because I'm interested.
In month time. Well, time is relative and it depends on the readiness and willingness, the commitment of oneself.
Okay.
So no one can really say that a person can only be ready for 3 months, 1 year. It depends on a lot of factors.
Okay, let's clarify this.
Yes.
What you are going to prepare for that person. How do you call that person nga nagpa-coach nimo?
Client?
Client? Okay. Let's clarify this ha. Kay
Right.
tingalig, they will have that misconception. You are just there to make them get prepared, okay, to be ready to, to meet the love of their life. Not you finding that love of their life.
Yes, because dating...
Tingalig himuon ka ng matchmaker.
No?
Oo,
Like maybe
so,
they're expecting that.
Yes, so you're not a matchmaker.
Yes,
Okay, sige,
yes.
let's
So-
clarify that.
Dating is a very personal process, and one of my programs actually, the first step is to have clarity on what you want. I am here as a coach. I consider myself as a guide, as merely a facilitator, because you are the expert of your own experience, of your own body, of your own sensations.
Ooh, wow.
I'm really just here to facilitate. You already have that capacity in you. Need lang pukawon.
Awaken.
Yes, just needs to be awakened. Really and
awakened.
truly.
Yeah. Oh, so all this time, it has always been there.
Yes, always been there.
Okay. So that's the thing, because that's what I love about talking about dating. Because if you are going to journey on that, because somehow you mentioned that it's just within you, all you have to do is to reawaken it,
Yes.
awaken it.
Yeah.
So it's a process.
Yes.
So when we say it's a process, it's basically a journey.
Yes.
And as we go along in that journey, wow, I think that's also the unfolding. That's my experience, the unfolding of rediscovering myself. Because
That's beautiful.
somehow, okay, I'd like to get back to what you said. You will define, did you say define the vision?
Yeah, the love life they want.
The love life they want? Oh,
And
why?
I will help them get there.
But coach,
Yeah.
why is it important to be able to to be prepared for that, to be ready for love, and to have that vision? Why? Why do we have to have a dating coach? Is it that hard to love or to be loved? Oh my God, you're now trying to tickle my mind on that. Am I hard to love, to be loved? And is it hard to love?
Right. So, dating is multidimensional, right? It is a process. It is a very important social stage. Why? Because it is the bridge between your past and your future.
Okay.
Right? So, if dating is an important social stage, we learn from our intimate social interaction. Why is this very powerful? Because of the nature of closeness in intimate interaction, a lot of things arise. You get to
Triggered?
have awareness of what are the things that you get upset about, you get angry about, you get happy about and excited about. And all of these emotions
That rise.
that arise are most likely related to your upbringing, to your family and childhood experiences that we bring in the present. Now, if you have this awareness of or make peace with your past, then we can have a more conscious decision in the present. And that's why I help people define the love life they want, because in most cases, it may not be the love life that they want. It can be influenced by society, by other influences. Now, my goal is for them to have this inner anchor so that they can decide the path that they want.
I was struck by when you mentioned about self-awareness.
Yeah.
So in other words, this will somehow, that's what I was trying to say, this will somehow help you become more aware of yourself as you make a decision on what kind of love you want to receive and you want to be in. It's basically knowing yourself better, because you will be writing or putting in your vision or having in your vision that, for example, I want someone who is kind. I want a relationship that is harmonious and peaceful. So when you have that, it for me, if I have that, it simply means to me that these are my core values also at the same time, which I am applying when I am in a relationship with other people. Right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Wonderful.
really very well, having a really that will make me feel more into myself. It makes me more look into my what we call the inner self, or look inwardly. Is there a term inwardly? To look inward.
Yes,
Oo,
yes.
to look
I agree.
inward. So in other words, having said that, getting into a relationship with other basically is getting also a relationship with yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Because if you want us to be more self-aware, it basically means that we also have to look into ourselves. So it's self-discovery, in other words.
Yeah.
So that is also the reason why I have come into this space actually of inner journey. I started, I've mentioned this in the past, that I started researching about relationship hacks, how I can become a better partner, especially with my experience. No, I've been separated for more than 10 years. So at some point, I have met some men, and not necessarily dated with them, but somehow they have actually triggered some emotions, triggered some of my what they call my inner child ways. No, so I only came to realize that because in all the relationship coaches, I'm talking about online coaches.
Yeah.
In all those relationship coaches, they at the end of the day, I said this before, at the end of the day, I was able to get the gist that, if you want to have a better relationship with others, not even necessarily with romantic partners, it must start with your relationship with yourself. Wow, and that was really a aha moment for me. So is that also what you are trying to, teach your students, or how do you call that again? I mean, clients.
Yes, exactly. And thank you for sharing that beautiful experience. No, in in most cases, well, what I've observed and also I experienced myself, no, when I was beginning to date, I was a passive actor in it
So what
instead
is-
of being an active one. Passive,
What is a passive
meaning
actor?
whoever comes, not really having all of this clarity of who to date, and just jumping from one relationship to another
Wow.
without having informed decisions. If is this healthy for me? Is it not? So I would encourage people to be an active actor
Coach
or having
Kristine.
agency in dating life.
Coach Kristine, I
Yeah.
think you're not unique. I think everybody went through that,
Yes,
or are
exactly.
even do. I mean, they're even in that space yet. I mean,
Yeah, and this is also the core of my work, because once you have a relationship with yourself, you see things differently. You see love in a different perspective. Everything, instead of having this frustration of meeting people asking the same question, what's your age, what's your job, it now becomes a place
how
of
much is
curiosity.
your bank account?
Yes, yes. It has become dragging and monotonous at some point, but once you become active in it, you play as an actor,
oh,
everything becomes from a place of curiosity, of joy and excitement, and dating becomes a joyful experience.
that's what I'm saying. Stay curious, my
Yes.
friends. You must stay curious. I mean,
Yes.
it's not the curiosity of chismosa or chismoso, but stay curious, and that's what you're trying to say. Active. I just heard about it. Passive,
And active
active. How do you call it?
actor.
Actor. Wow.
Or agency. You can have agency.
in
You
a-
have
in
your
a-
independent, you're empowered. You're not just a passerby. In the experience, you actually play an active part in it.
I think for the longest time I was a passive
Passive.
actor. And now, when I started my journey, oh, so sorry.
Active.
I'm now an active actor. I believe so. I'm now an active
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah, okay.
So I believe I am wiser now in making decisions, and I can filter the people who to try to get near to me. I can filter them now. Oo. So without being kilig. Yeah, I used to be
yeah.
kilig when
Yeah. Just little things. You
Yeah.
fall in love immediately.
Yeah, small gestures. My
Yes,
gosh.
yes,
Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So that's where I have also observed that I have probably evolved. No, I'm not saying that really much. I'm still a work in progress. I would say I'm still a work in progress.
Right.
In that aspect. I mean, when it comes to dating and love, but I believe I have now become a wiser. And active. I like saying that active actress.
Active dater. Active. Yeah.
Active actor. So a while ago, you also mentioned about you had this heartbreak. I mean,
Heartbreaks, of
heartbreaks.
course.
Oo. Was there any relationship that you can say na looking back,
Yeah.
that you can say, wow, it was, or do you mind sharing with us how many guys you dated in the past? For you, does it tantamount to where you are now as a dating coach? Does it have to be, to have that experience, vast experiences for you to become a dating coach?
Are we
Or-
talking about official relationships or?
Not necessarily. Because
Okay,
when
no,
I
just
talk,
kidding, yeah.
actually, this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Because people perceive dating as, being official.
Yes.
For me, being in the dating scene is like interviewing someone in a company. Like, okay, here's your resume. Okay, I'd like to ask a few questions about what you have written here. And then I'd like to make sure that what you have written here and what you're saying
Matches.
matches. I mean, so it's how I say when I say I dated someone, it doesn't mean that, we were officially together. No, I was just getting to know that person.
Right.
Oo, because we never know. That person can be a good friend.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, friendship lang yun di ay ta. Wait, benin, uy, pwede
Yeah.
deta magnegosyan, business
Yeah.
ka na, that's the good thing about doing that. I mean, in dating. Oo. Dili gina siya kuan. Hey, it's not necessarily romantic. So,
Yeah, I actually
Going
want to add to that, no, because one of my principles in coaching is to have this mind shift that dating is it's just any social activity.
yeah.
You just connect with somebody.
Okay.
There's no need to be ashamed or embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm going on a date. It's just like going
Yeah.
out with a friend,
Oh my.
meeting your parents,
But it's-
having this connection.
Coach Kristine is so nice to listen to nga. I'm going for a date.
Yes.
So I tried to look vibrant today because our topic is very
Love.
delicious and it's about dating.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that after our episode, I can, go on for a date. Somebody will text me, Ludy, can I
nice,
invite you
no?
for a date?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
going back.
And also, the dating, you're right. It does not need to be an official relationship because dating is all about connection.
Okay.
So one of my work actually is to deep dive about a relationship pattern, and then we list down all of your significant people that you were with. Not necessarily official, but something that taught you a lot of
Yes,
lessons.
yes.
But anyway, going back to your question, no, na ano na ta, about my personal experience.
Yeah.
I can share when I think it was in 2013 to 2014.
Okay, what's his name?
Oh, no need to mention names. Na. We have different lives now.
Okay.
But just to share as well of how I came here and why I believe that dating is a very important stage to learn oneself through other intimate connections. I had 3 succeeding heartbreaks in a span of 1.5 years.
Wow. So,
One?
6 months.
Yes,
Average.
no? One on cyber love. The cyber space was already booming that time at my age, I think. One long distance, very far, and the other one was a friend. Right? And these succeeding heartbreaks taught me a lot of things. For one, my old love belief was love should be difficult to earn. And because of this belief, I chased men. I chased people in my life. Traveling hours just to see this person.
Gosh.
And I realized that it was me giving more, not really having this receiving end. And the other one lesson that I learned was, if within myself I look for validation from other people, then I will just be in a relationship with somebody just because he's available. I was a passive dater myself. Whoever comes, that's it. Little
Yeah.
compliments,
Attention.
little attention would spark your interest, and you consider it as, this is love. This is everything I ever need. But this attraction stage, this feeling, in most cases are fleeting because the foundation is not necessarily built in a strong foundation. Yes.
Wow. So that sounds familiar.
Yes, and also just to add lang, no, na right now I'm in my 30s and already married, and I keep on, sometimes I still think about these people which whom I consider as my love teachers.
Yes.
They may not know that they helped me a lot
Yes.
significantly, and sometimes I can even say na not sometimes, I always say na if I meet them, if I see them again, I think my first reaction is to hug them if they're
Yeah.
okay with it.
Why don't
Because
we thank
there's this-
them? They might be listening to us.
Yes, that
Okay,
would be lovely, no?
Mention their names. You have to mention their names, complete
I think
names.
it's very private. It's a bit, we have a different life now. But I think they would know
Okay.
when they see me on screen.
Uh-uh.
To all the men, to all the people actually that
All the
I
men
came
I
to
loved
love.
before.
You've had a very significant impact, positive significant impact on my life, and I consider you as my love teachers. Thank you for being there at the perfect moment, at the perfect time. I believe that those relationships were also perfect in their own merit. Because of those relationships, I was able to evolve as the woman that I am now. And because of you, I came to realize my value. Now I'm a dating coach and relationship coach, right? And now I'm helping people.
Not to
Have
fall
that-
for guys like you.
But sometimes it's very important as well. The most important thing lang talaga when dating is safety 1st and just be there out of curiosity. At the end of every day, having someone is just a bonus. What's important is you've enjoyed it, you've had a relationship with yourself, everything is a bonus.
Wow. Coach Kristine, I never realized that you took it seriously, but it was really good.
Oh, it was a joke pala.
It was a really good essay.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, I'm one person who is deeply grateful for the people that I've met, especially those I had personal relationship with. Let's just say romantic relationship with. But again, I've met guys in the past that I did not necessarily have romantic relationship with, but they were still
Significant.
impactful,
Yeah.
significant in my life, and
Yeah.
they taught me a lot of things
Yeah.
that I would like to believe have placed me in this space of awareness.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I pray for them. I thank God for them and I pray for them. I bless them. Bless them, with good health and that they may find the love they're looking for, the happiness they're seeking. And does not necessarily, mean that have that happiness with me. It can be with other people or other lady or pwede yan choice di ay kay kuan. Diba?
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah.
Oh. So,
We don't know.
yeah, but that's true. I can resonate with what you were trying to say, thanking those guys. They are your love teachers.
Yes.
I never thought of using love teachers, no. But I think that's what I also meant for them. So now I'm going to use that my love teachers. Yes, my love teachers. Thank you. Again, this is my time to shine.
Okay, this is your
to-
speech now. Yes, go.
I just have the feeling that, one or two or you never know how many are you that had close encounter with me on a personal level, and I wish to thank you for that beautiful experience with you, and you just never know how grateful I am, even if we have parted ways for some reasons. But still, I hope I could tell you how important you are in my inner journey, and I continue to pray for you, to bless you, for not just for abundance, for good health, but for that love and happiness that you may be looking for. Yeah.
That's very
But-
beautiful.
Yes. So, and for my future love of my
Yes.
life, I am now ready to receive you. PM is the key.
Why not? No?
Okay, I love when you try to expound on what you really do, no? Like you mentioned about preparing a vision. It's like I'm imagining, oh, it's like being in a business
Yes.
that you have to consider several factors. You cannot just try to focus on how you feel, and I think this is where the significance or the importance of having logic as well as intuition at the same time. Because you have to prepare. It's not just about feeling. You have to think about it. So how do you see these two things being married when it comes to getting or having a relationship?
I'm gonna go back a bit when I shared about the relationship now to answer this question.
Okay.
Because when I was awakened, I went to this very small yoga studio in Bohol actually.
Oh.
When I was in on the rocks, my last relationship. And we had this pose. It's called Vriksasana, which is a tree pose. And the yoga teacher were saying all about balance. Even if sometimes naikatul-katul, just being present in the moment so that you keep your balance in this pose. And this word balance became my life word. So in the beginning, I was into emotions, passion, right? If you may. So in relationship, as long as I have this feeling, I was very impulsive about it. I get into relationship because of these emotions. And then I found out about this logic part about love. What if I learn more about this aspect? Because clearly being extreme with your emotions didn't get me anywhere. And I've always known my vision is really to have that someone in my life. It was very clear in my head that my future husband, then future husband, would be watching TV, just having very slow life and quiet life. And I wanted that as a goal. I really had a vision. And so I leaned into the logic part of love because I wanted to really understand, why am I feeling this way? There must be some scientific explanation. And that's when I also studied my Master of Family Life and Child Development from UP Diliman.
Okay.
In the it was personal decision to know how to become a good mother, how to become a good wife, right? But really and truly, it was because I was healing on a personal level. And we had a lot of discussions about how family system work, how marriages work. Throughout the program, my curiosity really focused on marital relationship. I studied even not required in class. I would read books about dating, about relationship. What is it about, and why are we not talking so as much as we want to? And I realized afterwards, when I was working in NGO, I was also a youth coach, youth inclusion coach. I was a family strengthening coach doing parenting sessions, and I also worked with community in the family setup. And I realized how we try to help people when the problem is already there. And when we talk about marriage, the focus is only when you have the ring on it, or when you're already husband and wife. And that's when we start the conversations. Does not work, this works. But my thinking was, with the logic, can we prevent all the future problems, at least to minimize it? And because of that journey, I started to to look at some theories of what is the best compatibility there is, what are the dimensions of relationships, but
The
at the same time I became extreme with logic. In my date in my early 20s, I treated each date as a case study, because your
Oh,
mind is
yes,
always,
yes.
your ego is there. Oh, I know I'm an expert at
Oh,
this. So
oh.
I went to the extreme, but I was not happy. I had all of this compatibility list. This is my checklist. But I was not getting anywhere. And my vision was to have the love life that I wanted, right? And then it reminded me with that post, Vrixasana, balance. And it hit me when when I joined this mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, and I was introduced to energy healing, of how important it is to find balance. And you can only achieve balance when you have awareness in the present moment.
Wow. Coach Kristine, I've been doing yoga, but probably not as much as you do, but I used to do it before, no? And I'm familiar with the tree pose.
Yeah.
But you know what? It never got into my head that, this tree pose, of course, I know the purpose behind it, the rationale behind it is to find balance. But never it occurred to me that I would apply this to
Dating.
relationship or
Yeah.
to dating. But wow, I think I really like what you said about, like, I wanted to say, oh, so at the back of my mind while you were sharing, so this is really true what they say, preventive is better than
Cure.
cure. Oh, because that's really true. That's the reality. We rush into the therapies, or, just like me, rush into relationship hacks
Relationships.
because I was already there. It
Yeah.
was, I started to see the mess and feel the mess around me or within me, which I even did not know where it came from. I thought it was from the
Other
other
people. Yeah.
people. Oh my God, I was really focused on other people. I was not even focused because I thought I was okay.
Yeah.
And
The
now,
ego.
yes, I thought I was okay. In fact, I articulated it. It has nothing to do with me. It has something to do with you. But then at the back of my mind, someone was saying or telling me, well, you go further. You try to find out. And that's where I started to do a research. And again, I said it before that at the end of the day, I learned that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. And this is something that I keep on repeating to remind me, and not just to share with other people what I've learned, but to remind me also that, Ludy, you should continue to do your inner work because you keep on evolving. You cannot just be complacent on what you have learned, on your experiences, and feel that you're okay now. I mean, you're better now. Yes, I could say I'm better now. I have evolved better and better over in the last few years. But I also believe that I'm still a work in progress and I keep on evolving. The Ludy that you knew beforehand or 2 days ago is no longer the Ludy that you know now. Especially that I'm having a conversation with you, Coach Kristine. Several things have come up in my mind, and I mean I've learned new things, and that makes me another person. I mean, we just keep on evolving.
Right.
But being self-aware, that's really the key. Because no matter how many coaches you may have, but you are not yet in that space of awareness na something's going on. If you do not stay curious, it's also very important. I always say, stay curious, stay curious, stay curious. Ask yourself, ask why this is happening, because this will help you unpack your emotions, your deepest desires, your innermost feelings. If you stay curious. That's why I also tell myself I'm a student for life, and a student for life and of life, because I love delving into what's happening in life, not just being a chismosa. And the reason behind I'm doing that because I want to get better. And if there's one thing that I want, that if there's one main goal here on earth, I would say is really to become better, not just for myself, but for the for my main source who have created me. I want my main source to be proud of me. So all I can do is, try to find ways to give back. I'm just so grateful, deeply grateful for this beautiful life. And I always say one of the things that I'm grateful for is being in this space of awareness. I've seen people died without even getting into this space of awareness. And maybe in their next lifetime, is if there is. So, yeah. The inner journey is really a significant part of our journey here on earth. I just wish people will get into the same of space that we are in, and that is the reason why I'm having this Journeyscapes with Ludy. It's an invitation. It's an invitation for you to go inward, and from the insights and sharings of experiences. And I really hope we can be a spark to you, that you get curious out of it. What are they talking? What is inner journey? And then that will, trigger you to look into what does it mean? What's inner journey? Or you can just follow us, Journeyscapes with Ludy and Coach Kristine here. Diba? How's my makeup? Diba? Murag yung makeup. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you for sharing that vulnerability and honesty from your experience, Miss Ludy.
Yeah, so I'm not very religious, but I do believe in 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 doing spiritual works for our spiritual life. I do believe in God. I really believe that nothing has come to me without the presence of the Most High
The
God.
source.
Yes. So everything comes from God, and we are here to make better of it. And if there's one parable in the Bible that that's really guiding me, and that is the parable of the talents, wherein whatever gift that you may have, make sure that you make use of it for the good, for good, for the goodness of other people, to serve others, and not just for yourself. And yeah, that is also my wish for everyone, that we may see that endowment that God has given us, and we make use of it well. So we can only do so much, but we are so blessed. We were given this opportunity to share, opportunity to inspire, opportunity to open up the minds of other people. I would say this is really a privilege. It's an honor that is given to us. And to have this platform, thank you again, Bagong Pilipinas Studio. And, the social media that help reach more people, not just among the people within our circle. So let's go back to
Yes, yes. But that's
Okay.
actually a beautiful sharing, no? Because once you have all this love within yourself, which comes from the source, the next natural way for you to do is to expand and share it with
Yes,
communities. And with the work that I do, this is actually my vision. No? When you are happy within yourself, with your relationship, you also contribute to the community by just being happy
Yes,
yourself.
I'm a believer of that. I believe in energy. You mentioned about energy, healing.
Healing, yeah.
I also learned about it during pandemic, and I also believe in energy. The energy, the aura that we emit, that's very important. It really affects other people around us. No? Okay, I think I shared it with you. I know if I shared it with you, but I know that I shared that there was a day, I think that was last week. I was very happy to receive a small token of gift, but it really made me happy. So when I went on the road, somebody called me up I even took the call even if I did not know the number. I mean, so normal I don't, no, normal I don't, but because I was quite happy,
Very
so I
happy.
took I took the call, and it was a not so good news. It was telling me that the application, the form that we submitted has to be, revised with my father. That there are things that we need to do. So it means we had to go back to the office, do this and that, because like they committed a mistake or an error. But you know what was my reception on that? I was like, oh, okay, sure, no problem. I'll be there. I'll do the necessary. So when I hang up the phone, I noticed that, oh, so that is when you're happy. If I were not in, probably not a happy in not in a happy place, probably I was annoyed already. Probably,
Yes, yes.
probably it's possible. Although I would say I'm getting better at it. Unlike before, I would be easily get annoyed or irritated by, you know. But that was a perfect example of that. When you were happy, it affects the people around us.
It really radiates.
It radiates. That's
Yeah.
the word. So some people who are not happy, we can even help them turn into being happy. Like if I see someone that I'm, dealing with, not smiling and, sad face, I would make sure that I exaggerate yes, I exaggerate my smile and I really make sure that I make a conversation with her. And most of the time I notice they
Shift.
really shift. But sometimes no.
Yes, yes.
And the next time they know, I'm calling the manager already and, sharing that. Because for me, it's not just about me. It's it has to be, for me, if you're a frontliner, it should not be like that. Oo. So now I have that thing that I would always give feedback. So sorry guys if you happen to be in the front, like in stores, and and you are not giving the what is expected of you, to smile and to be pleasant kana lang. You don't have to do the small talk at all. You can just, but you have to be pleasant and you have to be courteous. When one greets you, you greet. I'm sorry, but that's just me. Yeah. So with that, I'd like to go back again to your sharing of that relationship. The three in the three different relationships. Yeah, the trio in a span of 1.5 years. So you never thought of, so did you also think this way after those heartbreaks, that oh my god, those guys are are garbage, or and then later on when you were already self-aware, you realize na no, it was not a waste of time. Did you have that kind of
Thinking.
self-talk? Oo. No, it was a waste of time. But then later on, when you're already self-aware, oh, no, not really.
I was actually blaming myself
Oh.
more than the other people.
Really?
Because my belief is if love is to be earned and I did not earn their love, then it's my fault.
Wow.
So everything was just about me. It's my mistake. Maybe there are waves of some anger, but in like maybe the entirety of that experience, it's mostly about me. And because I blamed myself so much, that's when I realized maybe I can be better if I am the fault. Although it came from a very negative motivation, I would say. But when I went into this space of awareness, everything just shifted. And yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I like that. Um, you did not blame others, but you blamed yourself
Yeah.
because mine was different.
You blame the
I
other.
was, yeah, blaming others, and then I found out that it was all about me. But that's a good thing. You knew, but I think there was something going on there. Why?
Why? Why
Yes.
it's me?
Why you look at yourself that way? Why it's you? Oh,
Yeah.
and probably if you so you tried to unpack it,
Yes.
and then what did you learn?
Yes.
Why? Why did you blame yourself?
Right. This is what I say when that dating is a very important stage to learn. Because of these heartbreaks, it encouraged me to look inward and to unpack everything that has happened in the past.
What did you find out?
From my childhood, from my own family experiences, I grew up as an empath, as a space holder for a lot of people, even
Okay.
with my friends. They would tell me that I am so wise for my age. And I started very young with self-development. Instead of reading novels and stories, I would really devour self-help books. And maybe that's also the reason why I shifted the blame on myself, because it is me, it is me, it is me. But at the same time, I felt that people only like me because of
They get
what I
something.
can offer, yes.
Oh,
What they
okay.
can get from me. I offer that safe space and they can feel very seen and loved, which is not a bad thing in a
Okay.
way. But because of this extremity, this polarity that I was on, my relationships reflected that. I was more of the giver, and I felt guilty to receive something.
Oh my God.
And because of that shift of blame, but when I went into the space of awareness, everything is all about balance. If love is energy, you need to receive, you also need to give. There should be some sense of balance. And this relationship dynamic that I was on really made me think and trigger my thought. Okay, so if everything is about balance, how can I ready myself? How can I commit myself to receiving love?
Wow. And I can resonate with you on that. Like I grew up with a concept that love is a sacrifice. Love is to give. I think love is to receive was omitted in a way.
Yeah.
Right? It giving was overemphasized.
Yeah.
God's love, who is so giving to us. No? So I think that's really true nga. We grew up with
The
in
concept
balance,
of-
yes, in that concept.
Right.
And now you're here
Yes, I'm here.
to share the good news that there's nothing to be guilty of when we want to receive the kind of love that we
you
want to
want.
receive, that we want.
Yes.
There's nothing to be
Nothing
guilty
to be
about
guilty
it.
about, nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
Because at some point, when you are still in that space of the idea that love should be difficult, should be challenging to earn, when you receive certain kind of love that is healthy in a way, you tend to you
Okay.
avoid it because it's not a familiar feeling, right?
I used to think before that I don't need a man who is financially stable because I felt I was financially stable, or I felt I could really earn. I could find, ways to
ways,
earn. So I can really become a financially independent woman. Until one day, I met someone who never. So I used to spend, okay,
Yeah, on dates.
on dates. Probably 50-50, or
Right.
even sometimes I could, if I could afford, I would really spend for us. I mean, it was like it was voluntary on my part, especially if I know that that guy is not earning that much. But then one day, I met someone who never allowed me to spend anything on any dates. And you know what?
How did you feel about it?
I felt so great, and now it has become one of my standards. A provider mindset. I learned it the hard way. Imagine, so wow, it feels so good pala
To be taken care of.
to be taken care of.
After being such an independent woman all your
Yes.
life, going back home to be taken care of.
It was so refreshing. So, he's one of those guys I would say I'm so grateful because of that experience. Now, my ideal man list, the qualifications now, become longer because I have added that.
Oh yeah, that's standard.
Yes, I have added that. Oo. Because it's for me, even if I'm learning that even if you're financially stable, I must find someone who is also somehow financially stable. That I don't have to, feed him in a way. But if I want to, I could. If I want to treat him, then I could.
It now becomes optional,
Optional.
not a
Yes.
requirement.
So this is something that I've always wanted to share also, because I know that a lot of women would say it's okay, just like me before, it's okay, because I don't, okay, this is their line, because I don't put down guys, look upon them with judgment that they're not better partners because they do not have the capacity. But I think the key there is that the potential is that even if you are not equally, but
Right.
does that person work well in a way? Does he have an ambition? If right now he is not, completely financially stable. But I think these are the criteria that you have to look into, the
Right.
potential.
Right.
Because it's also beautiful that you journey together for him to get into his financial goal, right?
Right.
But there must be that seed. There must be that seed. Oo. I mean, you should know enough that if the guy is just taking advantage of your resources or not.
That's a very important point, Miss Ludy, because sometimes our mind is very judgmental, right? When we have this list, okay, the financial money should be like this. But you were saying was very beautiful when you want to look into the drive and ambition or the core of the person, not necessarily the external aspect of it. And this is where intuition comes in. Because if it's just logic, you will say no to this person, correct? Because of the
Oh,
checklist.
okay.
No, it's like hiring somebody.
Yeah.
No, you don't have this degree, blah, blah. But then when intuition comes in, when you feel that your body expands by just connecting with this person, and throughout this in-depth conversation, this intimacy, you see that light, that core, the essence of the person. This person has the drive.
Wow.
Then that becomes a very a starting point to decide whether to go with to be with this person or not. So
Okay.
the balance, the logic helps you, but intuition would help you get further from it, from the physical going to the spiritual aspect of it. And that's why I treat relationship and dating as a spiritual process. It is
Yeah.
not just a simple matchmaking process that this. It goes beyond that. Compatibility is very important. I would say it's the first thing that you should look into, but the ability to step back and meditate on it, to ask God or whoever it is that you pray for, the source. Do I want to be with this person? Would this person help me grow in this moment of my life?
Wow, beautiful. I've learned that there are factors that you look into when you in choosing a person to be. We're talking here about romantic partners, okay, guys, and I think it's also applicable in but less the number one for me. I'm a physical person as a human being. I look into my feelings if I am attracted to that person. So there should be attraction, and then compatibility, and then connection. And the connection is very important. Okay? Especially for me, I love to have meaningful conversations because I imagine that when we get old, that's the only thing that will remain. I mean,
Conversation.
I'm already wrinkled and maybe not
Right.
so beautiful already, but beautiful probably also in my own right at that age. No, I will, because I'm also conscious. I take care of myself. So I have self-care. So, you would expect I mean,
Right.
even if I age, I'll probably be still looking
Fabulous.
fabulous
Gorgeous.
at that age. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So these three things that I'm trying to mention, why is it important that we need to identify what works for you? And I think you somehow you're getting there to tell us, and I'm pretty sure you are, that and I think in a way you also mentioned that having a relationship, a good part in finding a good partner is very significant because in this lifetime we have some needs, and that is one, we want to live longer because we want to experience more about life. I'm talking about longevity. We want happiness as human beings. We want to thrive in, experiencing
Right.
happiness.
Right.
Okay, connections. And and these things, you know what? And I'm pretty sure you know this also. And these things are very important or significant when we are in a relationship. What I'm trying to say here is that relationship, the kind of relationship that you may be having, will impact your happiness, your longevity, your health, which is very important. Please expound, because I think you're in a better position to expound on that.
Right. Thank you. Being in a relationship is unique compared to all our other relationship. What I mean is the romantic relationship, because of the required closeness
Intimacy.
and intimacy.
Oh.
Just imagine you are with this person 24/7. You are connected to this
Unless
person.
it's LDR.
LDR.
Okay.
Even if it's LDR, there
Even
is
if-
this
yes.
emotional investment
Okay.
in it, which runs 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days. Which goes into saying if energy radiates or transfers from one person to another, this intimate, close connection will really affect you.
Okay.
Whether that's financial, physical, emotional, your entire well-being. And this is actually not a unique idea already. It has been studied that when you are happy with your relationship, your health improves, your longevity as well, and other aspects of your life would be happier, depending on the quality of relationship. Because happiness is equivalent to the quality of relationships.
I just remembered, which I'd like to add. It's not just about longevity, health. What did we say? Longevity, health, and
Financial
happiness.
health, well-being.
Even in prosperity.
Oh, abundance, yes, it will affect you.
Oh my
Because
God.
there's this merge of
Which we always
energy.
try to, overlook.
Right.
We
right.
don't, because we don't want to be judged as someone who's but it has been studied also. Those successful men have, I mean, let's just talk about men. They must have great partners who support them
Supporting
along
them,
along the way.
Yes.
And the cliche, happy wife, happy
Be
life.
life.
I think that's really true. No, being the kuan kanang light of the
The peace. Peace of
yes.
person. Yeah.
Wow. So what we're trying to say here again is choosing the right partner, no, can impact
Yeah.
these areas of our lives.
Yeah.
But how do you get into the right partner? Because let's try to thread it out.
Right.
How do we get into the right partner? And that is being the right person for the right partner.
Yes.
And that's the reason why we should be ready to receive, ready to love, and to be loved. And that's why your work is very significant as a dating coach. It's not just about, attracting men, how to get into or have a love life. It's not just as simple as that. It's deeper. I mean, it's farther, expansive. It's not limited because it's not just revolving about, or we just within the present time. It spells the future for you.
And the generations to come.
And the generations to come.
Yes, yes,
Oh, yes,
exactly.
because the kind of relationship that your children, for example, my children grew up and saw while they were growing up, possibly they acquired some of them in their subconscious, and the sad thing is they did not even realize that until such time that they start their inner journey too. That somehow, oh, that's why this is the kind of or the choices I have to make.
Right. Because the brain loves the familiar, your definition of home. And in most cases, when we are still passive actors in dating, we attract all of these people.
You know what? I had a conversation with my daughter. I will not mention who daughter is because she will kill me.
Yeah.
And when I asked her, why did you break up with him? And you know what? She said, because that guy reminded me of someone. Someone whom she thinks was toxic in a relationship. So I was so amazed. Wow. She noticed the red flags already. And she grew up with that kind of dynamics, probably. And she saw that. And she made the decision that this will never happen in my relationship. Wow. So I salute to the young generation now. They are very aware compared to when I was in their age. That's why I just say you're so blessed. You're so, there's luck, you're so lucky that you're already in that space because I started my inner journey in my 50s already. That's why one of my goals is let's keep on spreading this so that those young generation can help us heal, no? Because we will pass away I'm talking about myself. We're still very young.
Yeah, right.
So that's why I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful that this world will get really better because more and more of our young generations are aware, and dating coaching is already in the, in this.
Emerging.
Yes, it's
Emerging
emerging,
industry. Yeah.
But in Cebu, Coach, I think you're the first dating coach
am
that I
I?
know. I know someone based in Manila, and most of them are, online. So most of the online coaches that I had was through online. I found it online. And my life coach is a Cebuana based in India, Coach Para, who was really there to hold hand in hand with me. But here in Cebu as a dating coach, no, I have not heard of anyone yet. So your work, oh my gosh, your work is very important to us. So yes, Go, Coach Kristine. Let's heal the world. Let's heal the family first.
One
Heal
relationship at
ourselves.
a time.
One relationship at a time. One journey,
Journey
at
at
a
a
time.
time.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so
Very
great.
beautiful.
Wow. I think we've done an hour for
Oh, it's already been
our
an hour. It feels
Yes.
very, I don't
Exactly,
know, like 10
exactly.
minutes pa lang.
That's why I said earlier this is a very delicious topic that we don't even notice the time has passed by already. So, before we end, Coach Kristine, are there any final words that you wanna share? What about maybe there are things that you want to to mention, like did you share already about your vision for yourself, for the country and for the
For
world?
the world?
Probably we never know. Yes.
it it can be very overwhelming to have all of this vision of awakened society, but I truly believe that we can do that one moment at a time, one relationship at a time, one dating at a time. And
Okay.
if there's one thing that I want to share
Okay.
with those singles who are still looking for the person that they want to be with, enjoy dating while
Yes.
it is still there, because
Yes,
once you are
yes.
in a relationship, it is a different dynamic already.
Oh, yeah.
And also, even if you're already in a relationship, dating never stops. Because you always evolve. Your partner evolves. The dynamic evolves. And dating comes from the word for date. There should be an intentional moment and time to be together for the connection to thrive and to flourish. So, see dating as an important stage for you to practice
Oh my God.
relationship skills, how to practice curiosity, because you can bring that. Will not be in a waste. When you find that person, you will bring you will carry on this learning into your relationship, but in a different dynamic already. So while you are at it, I hope that you enjoy. Go into the space of curiosity as much as possible, bringing all of this awareness. And in a way, it's just all about the self. Everything else is just a bonus. So when you think of that, you focus on the experience rather than the outcome.
Wow. So, I think I have one more question.
Yes, sure.
Were you trying to say that even if you're in a relationship, you continue
You continue to
seeing?
date. It does not stop.
So what
Dating
will,
in an aspect, I'm sorry.
what will happen to my boyfriend, for example?
So what I
How do I
meant
explain
was,
it?
yes, no, Kay. When we think about dating, our first
Exclusivity.
thought is exclusivity. What I meant was, when you get into a committed relationship,
Okay.
you continually date that person.
Okay. So in other words, date the same person. It's like getting
Yes.
married. I there's this
Yeah, you continually
coach
date that
I
the same
shared with you.
person.
She would say, what's the name of that coach I shared with
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah, the
She
letter
told
T.
herself, I've been married 3 times, but with the same person.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like dating. Oh my God.
Evolving. And can I just share one
Okay.
thing already? This concept of dating and relationship, sometimes it comes from societal standard, right? Now, I will go back to my vision is to help you define the love life you want. Where if right now you're not ready for an exclusive dating, I can also help you journey with that, because in each stage of our life, it's different needs and wants of how you can evolve more. There are different needs. And if you are experiencing difficulty or mental health condition, please see a professional, because coaching should not be a substitute. It should only be a complementary
Okay.
and an additional. So everything, whatever definition you have in your relationship vision, you should own it. You should be very authentic and apologetic about it, whatever it is.
Wow. So keep on dating, guys. Thank you
Enjoy
very
dating.
Enjoy dating. Thank you very much, Coach
Thank you
Kristine,
so
for that.
much.
For me, dating is very important. It plays a very important role in my inner journey, and it has taught me a lot of lessons. Not just heartbreaks, but of course a lot. I mean, happiness outweighs those heartbreaks if there was any. Of course, I had heartbreaks too. But I would say happiness outweighs those heartbreaks because I focus on the lessons, the teachings that I had in that relationship. I'm more into that attribute or contribute to where I am now, to who I am now. That's why I will always be deeply grateful for those I have had dated. Ganun na have man. Mura mag-na present. I'm not dating at present, but I welcome.
Yeah.
Oo, because
Speak the
now,
truth.
Coach Kristine is saying, enjoy dating. Okay, seriously, because this is what I've learned. As you date, as you go on dating, it's basically learning about yourself, this rediscovering about yourself, because you will find out that the reasons why you dated or you like someone or you love someone, it's basically based on what are your experiences are, what are your values, and if we can unpack that and be able to identify that we can use this as a tool for us to become better. And that is why dating is very important for me to become a better person. Getting into the dating scene is very important for me because I want to evolve into a better Ludy. Coach Kristine, before we go, I'm so grateful. Thank you very much
Thank you as well.
for the insightful conversations, meaningful conversations that we're having and we had. Woo! Grabe, nakahilak pa jud ta, no? Oo. And I would like to thank again our valuable partners and sponsors that made this episode possible, delicious episode on dating possible. Bagong Pilipinas Studios, Visayas. Oh, special mention to our editor, Sir Al, and Miss Trish and Miss Nicole. Bagong Pilipinas Studios, Visayas, United Neon Advertising, Venus and Mars Naturals, Aura Beauty Studio, David Salon, Central Bloc, Ayala, Iya by Dawata Wellness, The Wardrobe Boutique, Shan's Collection, Dahlia Chocolates, Atelier Amelie, Pukot Kitchen, Manabox, Dubby's Ultimate Burger, Tom and Tom's Coffee at City Times Square, Mactan, EasyTravel and Tours, Miguu Expedition, Class and Business Solution, Dive and Cleanup Club, special mention to Raymond, Kirby, Jhay, Olmedo, Karl Olmedo, and Sir Giovanni Sienes. And before we go, Coach Kristine. Here's a beautiful
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so
and one for me. Thank you very much, Dahlia
Thank you so
Chocolates.
much,
Wow,
Dahlia
this is so
Chocolates.
pretty.
So lovely.
So lovely with macarons and bonbons.
Some
So
hearts.
thank you.
Heart-shaped
Thank you,
chocolate.
Chef
Thank you.
Grace. Thank you very much. And yeah, I think that's all. And I'd like to say this is Journeyscapes with Ludy with Coach Kristine De Guzman-Deer. Thank you very much. And stay tuned for our next episode on Journeyscapes with Ludy. Bye!